Julie Golub, captain of Team Smith & Wesson, with us on the program right now. Julie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. You'll be happy to know that you were missed in Indianapolis, although in a way it was hard to miss you because you were 18 feet high.
I did have a pretty large head, didn't I?
There was this awesome banner, and I hope at some point you get. Have you seen this in person?
Oh yes, I was actually in Indianapolis for the show, so
I
I
missed
got
you.
to see it in person.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I missed you. Well, I'm sorry that I missed you in Indy, but that was so cool to see.
It was.
The huge Julie Golub banner, and you know, I love the fact that you're very outspoken about the love that you have for your child, the love that you have for the shooting sports. You are who you are, right?
I'd like to think so. Yeah. I've been so fortunate to be able to carve my way into having a career doing what I love, shooting guns and competing around the world. And I take every opportunity I can to share that and pass it on.
You know, and this is one of the things that I really admire about you because there is this attempt right now, I think, to otherize moms who are gun owners, and I think Bloomberg is a big part of this. The Moms Demand Action Group want to make it weird and unusual to be a mom who owns a gun and a mom who knows how to shoot.
I think so, and it's frustrating because it's so. I'm publicly a gun owner. I'm very much in the public eye because of my role as a competition shooter. But for the moms out there who don't advertise the fact that they're gun owners, I think that they might feel a little bit singled out by the guilt plays and the fear agenda that these groups often push towards mothers to make them feel like they're wrong for being Second Amendment supporters.
Well, and the fact is, I mean, as look, you were writing at your website right now, juliegolub.com. You're writing about gun safety. The idea that the only moms who care about gun safety are the moms who are afraid of firearms, who don't know the first thing about guns and don't want anything to do with them, that's absurd. That's ridiculous.
It is, and I would be so bold to say that I doubt that anybody in these groups could tell us what the basic rules of firearm safety are. And they don't understand that there are programs like the Eddie Eagle program that does the right thing in making sure that children stay away from firearms. So it's very frustrating.
It is. But again, I appreciate you reminding moms out there this week of Mother's Day to, as you say, take a moment and actually talk to your kids about gun safety. Take that, remove that curiosity from the situation, but let them know that the guns aren't toys. But you can be a safe and responsible parent and gun owner, and you can produce some amazing kids.
Absolutely.
And, again, I think that was one of the real takeaways from the NRA annual meeting for me, and I'm sure you saw this as well. I mean, there were a ton of families there this year.
Absolutely.
And you get to talking with these kids. These kids are so cool. They're awesome. They've got great stories, and they're polite, and they're well spoken. I mean, they're amazing kids. Any parent will be proud to have them.
Absolutely. I started out in a gun family. My dad and my mom, they were shooters and still are, and they really instilled in me a sense of responsibility. And so when I was ready to take my first shots as a teenager, I knew that there were these rules and I had to obey them, and it created this bond that we have even to this day. And it's so neat to see that with kids like we did at the NRA annual meeting.
And so you hear somebody like Michael Bloomberg say he thinks it's dumb for parents to own guns. And think about, I mean, it's such a, I'm sure he didn't even think about what he was saying. He just believes it, right? But think about what that would mean if Bloomberg had his way. I'm sure he'd love to have it not just be a dumb idea. He'd like to have it be illegal for parents to own guns, at least until their kids are 24 or something like that. Think of all of those traditions, that all of those experiences that you had growing up that would just disappear.
Absolutely, and such a part of our American heritage. I mean, it's the basis of our Constitution, our Second Amendment rights. They guarantee our First Amendment rights, and all of the other rights that are given to us. So it's mind-boggling that people in such powerful positions don't get that.
Yeah, it really is. So, are you going to be doing anything special for Mother's Day this weekend?
My husband's actually going to let me compete in an event.
Nice.
So I get to spend the day at the range for getting ready for the NRA Yankee Cup, a regional event, an NRA Action Pistol event, right here in Kansas City. So I'm excited to be able to do that. And then I'll come home and we'll have a nice dinner and spend time with the girls.
Fantastic. And then, Bianchi's just a few weeks away, isn't it?
It's right around the corner.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready yet, but I'm working on it, and I will be. I'll definitely be ready.
What is it like when you go? Just out of curiosity, when you go into full blown training mode, like, all right, it's here. I gotta get on this now. No more excuses. No more distractions. What is a typical day like for you?
Well, there's always distractions.
Well,
it's just
yeah.
a matter of working around them. So if I can't get the dry fire session in during the day, then I do it at night and give up, the TV time and that sort of thing. And it's my job, but I'm driven to be the best I can be. So it's always in the back of my mind. Sometimes I'll wake up at 3 a.m. and go, oh, I need to do this, and just to make my day easier so that I can get time to train. So it's a balancing act, but it's all worth it.
All right. Well, listen, we wish you the very best of luck, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you before or during, or at least right after Yankee Cup.
That would be wonderful.
All right. Happy Mother's Day to you, Julie.
Thanks so much.
You bet. Julie Golub, captain of Team Smith & Wesson.